Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Sunday night, December the 1st. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I am grateful that you are all here as I adjust this. I tried to tape this up, but I got to figure this out anyways. I'm glad you're all here on a night that the Canucks won. It feels like I called this post-game live stream, but doesn't it feel like they played like 2 years ago? Yes, the Canucks actually started off our Sunday with a win, an exciting 5-4 win over the Detroit Red Wings. We will break it down in a few minutes. I'll talk about my weekend, talk about the game, have a lot of time for your questions tonight, give away some memberships, and also a couple of exciting announcements for what I want to do this week on this channel. So, moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, Legends and Hall of Fame members. We had a wonderful group Zoom chat earlier tonight. Thank you for your support as always, and to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from. Whether, Swervin Irvin, did I call you a Hall of Famer in the Ask Me Anything video? My bad. Yeah, maybe. No, I'm not making you a Hall of Famer. Maybe I want you to be a Hall of Famer. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or better, all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you. And I never, ever, and I mean ever, that's a wrestling reference for you guys, take you for granted. So this is how you get involved tonight in the show. You can subscribe. So you get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video. There are 48 watching on YouTube. Thank you. Another 15 watching on X. Thank you. You can like the video, like the fact we're together, like the fact that Canucks won 5-4, like the fact that Canucks JT Miller chant broke out at Survivor Series. I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. Like the fact that we are building such a great community here on YouTube. So like the video, always helps me out. You can leave a donation and get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership, which is always great. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Before I talk about the Canucks, and this is Clay's Canucks commentary, not Clay's WWE commentary. I was at Survivor Series. I got to see Swervin Irvin, which is pretty cool. I got to see Edmund Yan, which is pretty cool. And I was there with my son, Sean, and I posted on both X and Instagram. It was pretty cool because I have fond memories of my dad bringing me to WWF at the time, WWF events. Certainly not as hyped and not as high production values as yesterday. I'll get to that in a second. But first, more importantly, I got to recognize Skytrain Elfrin coming through with the donation. So let's give some love to Skytrain Elfrin with the $5.43 donation. What a roller coaster win. One wing down, one more wing to go in February. Also happy to see JDB get a second career Hattie. More Hatties to come. So the 543, I'm guessing the 5-4 is the win. I'm not sure what the 3 is, but maybe just like descending numbers. But thank you, Skytrain Elfrin, for the $5.43 donation. Gets the donation train out of the station. Let's give Skytrain Elfrin some love. Jake 3 Brusque. I like it, Erwin. I like it. I like it. So thank you, Elfrin, for getting us going. All right. Oh, yes. 3 as in the hat trick by JDB. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So if you're at Survivor Series, give me a 1 in the chat. No, you do whatever you want. But I know that obviously Swervin Irvin was. I know that Edmund was because I saw them. And Ricky, what I hated about sitting on the floor last night was people getting up and blocking our view of the ring. Yeah, Ricky, how many rows back were you? And I'd love to, like, when you're watching from TV or pay-per-view, are you facing the ring? Sorry, are you facing the camera? Is your back to the camera, or is the camera on your left, or the camera on your right? Camera on your left, I would mean that you were near the entrances. So where were you sitting? Hey, Nuckelback, no, this is pink grapefruit juice. I love drinking pink grapefruit juice. Well, yeah, watching from home counts, Harry. Of course it does. So Fillmore was there. Oh, yes, Fillmore was there. Fillmore, I tried to see Fillmore, but it didn't work out because by the time we actually talked on the phone, it was getting too close to the start of the card. I was 15 rows back, camera on right. And yeah, Fillmore, you had good seats. I was thinking about you as I saw all the entrances, and you got to see all the interplay between all the wrestlers in the cage. Okay, so really quickly, I won't spend too much on this, but you can ask me more at the end of tonight's live stream. But I thought production values were second to none. You know, their video recaps, their entrances, the sound, the lighting, the cage, everything looked good. I thought the matches themselves were pretty good. I thought the women's one was a little bit gimmicky, too many like foreign objects and stuff. Is that what you still call them, or props, or weapons? But I certainly was, I was marking out, that's a wrestling term, like a 9-year-old boy. Like Sean and I, we just said, let's just have some fun. So we were chanting, we were yeeting, we were booing. JT Miller chant was pretty funny. I'm sure the wrestlers had no clue. A lot of really cool moments, some injuries too. Jacob Fatu, if he was selling that as a fake injury, that was pretty good. Apparently Jimmy Uso broke a toe. Bronson Reed could be out for a bit because Bronson Reed's ankle looked like it got shattered because he actually landed on his feet before he hit the table. But there's some Io Sky with the garbage can. We were impressed by Braun Breaker, his speed and agility. So overall, a really good time. Yeah, of course, I was disappointed that there was no Rock or no Cena, but you can't get accustomed. There's supposed to be surprises because no one knows it's going to happen. Not everyone wants them to happen. So overall, had a great time. Spent a lot of money, but I spent a lot of money on the tickets, so I did not buy any merch. I think, Erwin, you asked me if I bought any merch. No, I didn't. But had a really good time and was loved that I could spend that time and have that experience with my son, Sean. Okay. Yes, the chair shots were very weak. Erwin wanted Kyrie Zane. Yeah, for sure. Priest got injured too. Like legit, Harry? That's crazy. That's crazy. James was at WWE. If you think their production value is good, it's nothing compared to UFC. Wow. I would not know that, James, but I would take your word for it for sure. Swerve and Irvin comes through with using a monthly membership message. So yes, Swerve and Irvin, got to see you before everything started. Oh, you met Brendan Batchelor as well. That's awesome. Side note, I'm on vacation next week, and hopefully I have Wi-Fi to watch CCC. Well, I appreciate it. Do what you got to do, but don't take up any of your vacation time. Your family probably wants your time and your attention. Let's give some love to Swerve and Irvin in the chat. What was the best match you watched live? If you're talking about card, that was that one last night. And if you're talking about best match from last night, the War Games men's was fun because of all the storylines, but the triple threat was pretty good. John is watching from Singapore. Hello, John. Thank you for doing that. And no, JT Miller was not present at the event, although there are people chanting his name. Okay, friends, we were going to talk about some Canuck stuff before some people complained that it's too much wrestling talk. And Harry, I love WrestleMania. I don't know how expensive it's going to be because it's in Vegas, a place that I would go anyways. Thinking about it, but not too seriously. And Ricky's scared of being downtown, given what's going to happen next weekend. All right, friends, Canucks win today, 5-4, beating the Detroit Red Wings. The Canucks are now 4-1 on this road trip. Do you remember when the Canucks went 2-4 on their homestand? And I said it would be great if the Canucks went 2-4. Sorry, start again. Do you remember when the Canucks went 2-4 on their homestand? And I said it would be great if the Canucks went 4-2 on their road trip to even it out at least. And they have already matched that by going 4-1, no matter what happens against Minnesota, which is going to be a very tough game. Let's do this. I'll talk about all of, Lankin and Hughes, all of their great accomplishments. But as always, we'll start. You may have watched my goal review already, so I don't show highlights on this stream. But we use the Edge goal visualizer. So here's the first one. And this one was unfortunately a broken play. This center pass goes off of Heinen, goes out here, and then a shot goes off of Kasper's skate and goes right to Jonathan Bergen. So the shot from Gustafsson goes off of Kasper. So right here, you think the Canucks might be okay, although you do see how all 5 of them are on this side of the ice, leaving Gustafsson wide open here. Is that Gustafsson? Number 56? I guess so. Because it goes off Kasper's skate again. And then unfortunate, but then Bergen has an open net, 1-0 Detroit. Then the Canucks go on a 5-on-3 to start the second period. And thankfully, they actually score on both of the power plays. The first one is just simply Hughes and PD playing pass. Then PD puts it in the slot, and Jake DeBrusk with a nice deflection behind Cam Talbot. And then the second one, Hughes intercept. They gain the zone. Hughes intercepts a Lucas Raymond clearing pass right there, and then puts it towards the net in the pads, and DeBrusk digs it out, and now it's 2-1 Vancouver. Then a bit of a broken play. Was this broken play? Well, it looks like no, it's a power play. And then yes, that's what it was. Heinen had a chance to clear, but he fans on it, and then it goes Raymond tip from Larkin over to DeBrincat. So let's watch that one once again. Right here, no one around Heinen has a chance to clear it, but he fans on it. Sherwood misses it, and then it goes Raymond, Larkin, DeBrincat, and Lankinen. He was working hard this entire game, but he had to do a lot of lateral movement, I noticed, and that's one way to beat any goaltender. So 2-2. Then Suter with this really nice goal. Joshua makes a play, puts off the board. Suter puts it past this guy. Now it's a 2-on-1. He doesn't really even use Sherwood. He just shoots it, rips it past Ville Husso, who's in net now because of, I don't know what, did anyone know what happened to Cam Talbot? But nice goal by P.S. Shooter. By the way, I said this on with my members earlier today. The Canucks are now tweeting out P.S. Shooter every time that Suter scores, which is fine. You guys know that I've been calling him P.S. Shooter for over a year now when he was here last season. In fact, I found a tweet where I'm not going to say I'm the first ever in Canucks Twitter to use it, but I definitely was using it before the Canucks did. Sounds like I'm complaining. No, it's anyone can. That's what social media do, right? You borrow, rip off from other people. But I get a kick out of it every time the Canucks tweet P.S. Shooter when I was doing that over a year ago. There, I just want to share that with all of you. Oh, someone said hello, Joyce. Is my mom here? My mom is here. Hey, Mom. Hope you're well. There we go. My mom, Joyce. I remember taking you to see Macho. Oh, yeah. Macho Man. Randy Savage. Dig it. Yes, that was true. I got to, Mom and Dad took me. Or maybe that was just Mom, but that was one of the cool things. Lower body injury for Talbot. Thank you for that. Okay, so Canucks start with 3-2. I think we're going to win. Then to start the third, it's a power play goal by Detroit. And this one, oh yes, this one was a point from the shot, the slot there, a shot from the slot, and then it bounced off Desharnais, goes back to Raymond, puts it into the middle of the net, and then I remember it's Myers and Sherwood who can't tie up Rasmussen. So right here, it goes off of Desharnais, back to Raymond, and there's all these players here because Myers and Sherwood are basically right with the Rasmussen, but they can't clear it. Rasmussen outmuscles both of them. He's 6'6", so he's a big guy too, but so is Myers, and now it's 3-3. And then this one I did not like. I'm sure the coach wouldn't like this. So innocent play, but you have Tarasenko giving it to Bergen here, and Besser makes a slow, or maybe this is Kasper actually, but Besser makes a slow play here. So does Petey, and Höglander's floating too. So I didn't like the way the 3 forwards played this because now suddenly it's a 3-on-2. It goes from Kasper to Bergen and Bergen across. And because both Besser and Petey are still picking up, Tarasenko shoots it, goes off a Desharnais and a stick, and it goes past Lankinen. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the Canucks are losing. But then this nice play, Brett Heinen tries to feed Petey, streaking the net. Petey loses control, but instead of forcing it, he does a beautiful backhand saucer to Brandstrom up top. One-timer past Husso with only 3 minutes left. So that was pretty exciting to see that. And then the overtime goal, it was beautiful. Hughes all the way up to Petey. Petey stops, curls, sees DeBrusk crisscross, and DeBrusk, similar to the goal from Tarasenko, puts it in from the faceoff dot, but it was actually not deflected. Whereas Tarasenko's shot was deflected by Desharnais, this one goes straight in. But I love Petey's patience here. He waits for DeBrusk to come in. They do a little crisscross enough where these two guys have to cross, and DeBrusk puts it in. And then I'm not sure why Teddy Bluger, it looks like Bluger, I guess, was anticipating the goal. But I just love this part of these things. Look at all the Canucks coming out. Look, no one going to Kevin Lankin. He's like, what about me? Okay, Myers is starting to think about it. Brandstrom's thinking about it, but they're actually coming off. Oh, yeah, there we go. So all the D. Here goes Myers. And this is kind of cool. Myers, Brandstrom, and Juleson go towards Lankinen. Garland is kind of stuck. He doesn't know which way he's going to go. He just stays on the blue line, but pretty cool to see that. Oh, there, and Desharnais slow off the bench. Yeah, so all the D go. Oh, Desharnais doesn't, but that's pretty cool to see that on the Edge goal visualizer. We can also visualize some stats. Detroit outshot us. I think Detroit had a rough first period. Vancouver was good in the second, and then relatively even 32-31 with shots. Faceoffs were exactly 50-50. Loved our special teams. We went 2 for 4 and killed off 3 of 4. We had the edge in hits. They had the edge block shots. So pretty even in terms of the stats. And then when you look at the Canucks, the biggest one, of course, is Jake DeBrusk with the hat trick, including the overtime winner. 4 points for DeBrusk in 21 minutes of ice time. Then you had Petey with 3 assists. So that's what you notice from the forwards. In terms of time on ice, Sasson only had 6. Ratu only had 6. Hoglander had a bit more. And then Heinen had a bit more as well. Surprised that they moved Hoglander to Bluger and Sherwood when Heinen had a lot of success with Bluger and Sherwood. Looking at the shots, you see 4 from Suter, 4 from DeBrusk, blocks, no more than 2 for anyone. Hits, Sherwood slowing down a little bit, 4. Joshua had 5, so 9 between the two of them, which is awesome. Then you look at the D, of course, Quinn Hughes with the 3 assists. And with these 3 assists, he's blown past Alex Edler for the most assists by a Canucks defenseman in playing in 550 fewer games. So that just it's not a knock on Edler, just more of a compliment as to how dominant Hughes is. Look at that. 31, no Philip Hronik, no problem. 31 minutes of ice time, whereas Brandstrom only had 12, but Brandstrom had the huge game-tying goal. I want to see this come down a little bit. That's a lot of time for sure. 4 shots on net for Hughes. We had 5 blocks from Juleson, including 2 or 3 in one sequence. So he's a worry. I still don't think he's that good of a player, but at least he was blocking shots today, and he had 5 hits. So, and he had 4 giveaways, but at least 5 blocks and 5 hits. And then Lankinen, 27 saves on 31, 871. Not great, but he got the job done. Now, a few milestones. I mentioned Hughes becoming the highest assists by a defenseman in history, Canucks history, which is pretty cool. Lankinen, first goaltender to win all the first 10 road games of a season, and the Canucks are 10-2 on the road, which is absolutely crazy. And Kevin Lankinen has won every single one of those wins, which is pretty cool. I think Jake DeBrusk, all his goals have been on the road as well, right? So Canucks win 5-4. Bruins double the Canadians. Columbus continuing their good start. They double a lot of goals, 9 goals. The Stars beat the Jets in a battle of Central Division powers, and then the Ducks get past the Ottawa Senators. So look at the standings now, you guys. I love this. Pacific Division, the Canucks are in 3rd by points, but they're in 2nd by points percentage. So they have leapfrogged the 2 Alberta teams, and they played fewer games, and they played fewer games than the Kings and the Knights. If they win outright, they'll be tied with Vegas with 33 in 25. So in terms of the entire league, they are now top 10. They're 11th. They're 11th in terms of points, all alone with 29 points. And in terms of points percentage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're tied for 8th. So that's how well the Canucks are doing. They are tied for 8th in points percentage. Horrible record at home. 3-5-3, 2 games under 500, but they're 8 games over 500 on the road. So 8 minus 2 is 6. And you know the Canucks are 6 games over 500 because you either go 13 minus 7, wins minus losses, and that's 6, or you go 29 points in 23 games. That is also 6. So no matter how you slice it, the Canucks are 6 games over 500. And now with 29 points in 23 games. So 29 divided by 23 times 82. The Canucks are back on a 103-point pace for the season. Finally, you look at our stats. Hughes is also on a 100-point pace, which is awesome. 28 points, 23 games. Garland and Petey, especially Petey, heating up. They're almost at a point per game now, 21 and 23. And DeBrusque also with 19 passes JT Miller for fourth on scoring on the team. Of course, JT Miller isn't playing right now. DeBrusque has 10 goals. PS Shooter has 9. Garland has 8. PD has 7, which is awesome. Assists is going to be Hughes. He has 23. Plus minus. Hronek is plus 14 and Hughes is plus 8, which you like to see. Time on ice, Hughes 25 minutes, Hronek 23 minutes, and then Pettersson slightly ahead of Garland. So, I just love what the Canucks are doing. I love the fact that they're 4-1 on the road. I love the fact that they're doing this without Thatcher Demko and without JT Miller. My guess is that Lankinen plays in Minnesota unless Demko is absolutely 100% ready to go. And then you can actually save Demko for the Friday night start against Columbus. Going to do my mid-show sponsor read now and then have a lot of time for all of your questions and a lot of your comments. So we always start off my mid-show sponsor read by thanking Jason, my primary sponsor, Jason Lim and Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can sign up for a free 5-day workout at coachpatrickliu.com/clay. Thank you to Gassy Jet Art, maker of that fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vessi shoes. You can get involved in this way. You can subscribe you can like the video. You can leave a donation like Skytrain Nelfin has done. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. Use your monthly membership message. Like, who did it again? My memory is so, yes, that was Swervin Irvins, member for 7 months. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. A couple other things. You can buy Canuck Clay merch at canuckclay.threadless.com. Thanks to everyone who has done so already. And my shows this week are tomorrow night, Canucks After Dark, me and Parker at 10 p.m. Then I have my own show at 11:15 p.m. Then I have my own shows, no member stream. So all general public shows, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at 11 p.m. Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to do a ticket giveaway. So I'll tell you right now, I'm going to do a ticket giveaway on Wednesday or Thursday. I will know by tomorrow night which of those 2 nights I will do it on, Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll do ticket giveaway for Wednesday or Thursday. And then speaking of shows, I was on with Russell Holiday. His Nothing is Perfect. He live streams entire games. He reacts to the games, does a bit of play-by-play. And I was on with him for the second intermission. And a great time. He's doing some good stuff. He knows his tech, so I really enjoy speaking with him. And we had a great 20-minute chat during the second intermission. So check it out. Nothing is Perfect on YouTube. We've got some good stuff going on there. Finally, it is the first Sunday of the month. So you know what I do on the first Sunday of the month. I gift memberships. So here we go. I'm going to gift 5 memberships tonight. And I'm gifting them right now. So let's see who gets them straight from Canuck Clay himself. So shout out to Canuck Clay, who gifts 5 franchise memberships tonight. And they go to Taryn. I think that's a new name. Duncan Chan, recognize that. Recognize Jesse. Recognize Nuck 649. And I only see 4. Who got the 5th one? Both. Yeah, I only counted 4 as well. That means that's weird. No, Swervin, those recipients on bots. At least I know who Duncan and Jesse and Nuck 649 are. I'm sure Taryn isn't. But it's not up to me. I don't award them. YouTube does it. That's weird. Okay, let's see. One will hopefully fire through One will fire through in the next second. Ash, you think you did? Oh, okay, Ash. It didn't. No, I believe. Oh, but it doesn't. It didn't say. And then usually, if it was, it would actually have a logo beside your name. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out. Let's see what happens. I'll just kind of pay attention. Someone tell me in the chat if you see the fifth one name, because it says it in italics here. It says Taryn, Duncan, Jesse, and Nuck649. My bar says chat is subscriber. Oh, no problem, Ash. That means you're a subscriber, but it doesn't mean you're a member. But thank you for trying. Okay, let's see what happens. Let me know, you guys, if yeah, I might send YouTube a little note, but let's see. It might get delayed or it might spit it out a little bit later. Hey, Tyler, I already talked about Survivor Series back at the start of the show, so please go back and watch that. All right, so shout out to yeah, exactly. YouTube ripped off Canuck Clay. That's ridiculous. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see if they give the fifth one. And yeah, if I miss it, alert me in the chat. That's so strange. I'm not sure if he's here. I know Just Incredible. It happened to him once where there's so many members already. Or it was weird. He like gifted 5 and then it only awarded 3 or 4 for some reason. And then he told me that they actually refunded him his $5 for that fifth one that they never did. No, John, I can't gift another 5. I can only do 5 on a night, I think. But it's okay. I will do the other 5. I do that in the 3rd Sunday of the month. Okay. Taylor, I don't know. The 5th one went to John Cena, and we can't see him. Very good, Irvin. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with with the memberships. Taylor, I don't know what's happening with your situation. I don't. The 5th member. Yeah. Who's the 5th man? Who's the 5th person? Okay, friends, let's do 15 to 20 minutes of your questions. I'll try. Questions have a better chance of being answered, but I'll try and do comments as well. And let's try this. Let's keep it to Canucks and hockey related questions first. And then I'll do some wrestling stuff at the end or non-Canuck stuff. Which city and goal would you love to see on the goal visualizer? Oh, how about well, there's so many. How about when they dominated the Oilers for that 2-minute shift? But I think their final goal at home when they scored with Horvat and Edler on the ice against the Phoenix Coyotes at the time, Arizona Coyotes. I would love to see on the visualizer because you would just see the puck going round and round. Actually, for both those goals, the one against Edmonton and their final goal at home. Who's the 5th member for Clay's team? Yeah, remember I cannot assign who gets the gift memberships. They are assigned randomly by YouTube based on, they say, an algorithm of some sort on interaction and attendance. But obviously it doesn't always work. It's not a perfect formula. And if if you can and you can afford it, you really want to be a member, you could also purchase your own as well. But that is certainly up to you. Speaking of membership, Nuckelback, brand new Hall of Fame member. I got to meet him during our group Zoom call today. He gifts a membership. So let's give Nuckelback some love in the chat. And that gifted membership goes to my friend Ryan Mellis. I know Ryan from online. That is great. So welcome to franchise membership, Ryan. And thank you, Nuckelback, for your generosity. Let's give Nuckelback some love in the chat as well as a welcome to franchise membership to Ryan. Thank you for your generosity, Nuckelback. That is wonderful. Hughes will get 15 goals before you get membership. Maybe, Taylor, the way it is going. Yep. Hey, Major Tal, saw you on Nothing is Perfect show today, which is kind of cool. Actually, I want to do actually we're good. We're good. Visualize the shift. That would be amazing. Oh, good question. What is my favorite NHL jersey other than the Canucks? I like the classics, the standards, Harry. So I like a clean New York Rangers jersey. I actually like the Montreal Canadiens jersey. And then for the reverse retros or whatever, I loved it when Quebec Nordiques, Colorado Avalanche had a very Quebec Nordique type look. So I like LA Kings classic, but currently I just like the classic clean jerseys. So Rangers, Montreal Canadiens, to name a couple. But I'm really, you guys know, I like looking at them, but I'm not a big jersey guy. I only have Canucks jerseys, and I'm not the best when it comes to like ranking them or picking out details for them for sure. Oh, was I a potato for a bit? I missed it. I was too busy trying to figure out the memberships. Minnesota is the best team in the league currently. How can the Canucks get 2 points at the Xcel Energy Center? They have to have a good start. They have to good start. Yeah, Minnesota, especially with Kaprizov, they got good goaltending. Defense is playing well. It's gonna be a tough game for sure, especially at the end of a road trip. But the Canucks technically almost have 2.5 days in between games, so it'd be great for them to come back 5-1. But it's gonna be a tough one, Ricky, for sure. Yeah, imagine some of the 2011 goals on the goal visualizer. That would be cool. Yeah, given that Hughes is getting more than a point a game, Fangirl, I did think it was going to happen today for sure. Oh, was I mashed potatoes for 10 minutes? I apologize. But I talked to my brother-in-law who's a tech guy, and he said, yeah, it's a StreamYard thing. It's not my computer. Desharnais' physical game given to his size. He seems to be unnoticeable. Yes, I would like to see more from him, more confidence, more. And we know that this is a work in progress for sure. We knew that when we signed him. Thank God we didn't spend too much money on him, but we know that Foot and Gonchar really want to see this player succeed for sure. Yes, I agree with Rome. The Quebec Nordiques jersey for sure. Money Puck giving us probably a 52% chance of playoffs. Hey, Helen, I think that's ridiculous. I really do. That's weird. Whereas Dom Decision, doesn't he have us like 90%? 52% for Money Puck? I have to look that up. Yeah, Duncan, welcome. The stanchion go on the visualizer. Yeah, you just see the puck come off the side and all the circles going to that side or that corner. And then Bieksa just kind of standing alone right in the middle of the ice. That was a great point. Major Tao comes through by gifting a membership. So let's give some love to Major Tao for gifting the franchise membership. And it goes to That Dude Constant. I recognize that name as well. So welcome, That Dude. And let's give some love to Major Tao. Thank you for your generosity. Appreciate you very much. Which Canuck player do you think will hit another milestone? I got to think of what milestones there are still to hit, Harry. But I'm sure PD or Besser is going to hit something. Or maybe DeBrus is a milestone that he actually scores a goal at home. Who knows? Good question, though. I don't like that I have to a time limit between messages when I'm not a franchise member. I know. Then you should buy yourself a franchise membership, Viper. 84 All-Star jersey, a good drop shadow. I know what a drop shadow is. I don't recognize them on jerseys, but I'm going to have to take your word for it, Swerve and Irvin. Wednesday, they're announcing the teams of Canada, US, Sweden. Oh, yeah, Simon, I don't have time to go through all of the rosters. Maybe I'll react to them is a better way when it comes to the news. I didn't know that they were announcing them on Wednesday, though. I thought they have until. Is it really? Wow, that's exciting. Then I do think that Pettersson will make the Sweden team. Surprise, surprise. I do think that Miller and will Demko make the U.S. team, and Hughes, of course. So let's see what happens on Wednesday. Does Quinn have a better chance of winning the Hart or the Norris? I think the Norris, Pastor Dan, only because for the Hart, you could throw in like a guy like Kirill Kaprizov, who's leading the Minnesota Wild. So I think Hughes will be right up there, but I think just practically speaking, it's easier to win the Norris because you're only going against defensemen as opposed to every single player in the league. But I hear what you're saying. He's having a Norris level season for sure. Fanatics jersey sucks. They aren't even stitched. Okay, that's no good, Jeremy. That's no good. Someone was suggesting to throw Shilovs in it so they can continue Lankin and road record. I would never do that just to do that. Winnipeg Jets blue heritage jersey. Yeah. You bought a Seattle Fanatics jersey. Okay, that's good, Nuckelback. I trust you too. Could the Canucks have matched Minnesota's offer for your check? It didn't. It's pretty underwhelming, wasn't it? When I saw it, and Ricky, we got the news right when we were at Survivor Series. I was a little bit underwhelmed, to be honest with you. How many goals does Besser score on Tuesday? Even if he scores one, I know because they're playing in Minnesota, his home state. Do you think PD will surpass Sedin for most points in the season? I don't know, 100 and whatever Henrik had, 100 and something. That seems like a lot. What was Henrik's record? Someone put it in the chat. Was it like 115, 116? Or is it not that high? I still think it's a lot. I really do. When Hughes' career is over, jersey in the rafters? Absolutely yes. He'll be the best defenseman, if not the best player we've ever had. Pastor Dan. The rumor Hoglander interested teams calling in. Who else with Hog would go, and what would you want in return? Any dedicated right D worth taking in? Hey, Victor. Yeah, he's not getting a lot of ice time. He doesn't seem to have Tocchet's trust, but you're also not getting a lot for him if you just trade him straight up. That's why I guess you're asking what else. I've always heard Hoglander in a pick, Hoglander a prospect, and then I don't think you're getting much quality back, to be honest with you. You're selling Hoglander's potential, but yeah, we're obviously not using it here. Tradable contract, this year at $1 million, then 3 times 3. But I think that's a fringe trade still. I don't think you're getting a lot for him. I really don't. JT Miller has a shot at all-time Canucks OT goals. 6 back of Daniel. Yep, that's definitely doable. There is no Czech team, Edmund. There's only 4 teams. It's just for the 4 nations face-off. It's just Canada, U.S., I just combined Sweden and Finland. Yeah, it's a new team, Scandinavian team called Swinland. No, it's Canada, U.S., Sweden, and Finland. Yes, Matthew, nice seeing you in the swanky Encore Lounge. Cindy, I'm guessing Friday at home now against Columbus, December 6th. I agree. Canucks will retire 43. Wore my salmon bure to Survivor Series. That's amazing, Nation. That is pretty cool. Who do you think will be Canada's starting goal? Binnington, he has won a cup. How's Logan Thompson doing? I think he's kind of the wild card, but yeah, I'm fine with your Binnington. Like, I don't like him, but I think he is the choice right now. Hey, Matthew, I went through this earlier. Surprised that actually I didn't go through the results. I just talked about my impressions overall on the show. Surprised that that Nakamura won, but I was very, very happy. 114 is Henrik's record. Thank you, Irvin. Do you think Canucks will extend Lankinen next season? No, because I think he's going to want $4 to $5 million, and the salary cap would have to go up quite a bit for the Canucks to do this. That's just a lot of money, but it also gives you peace of mind. So my gut feeling, I've always said that Lankinen is going to play himself out of town because he's so good, but he could be so good that the Canucks can't afford to lose him. I don't know. That's such a toughie. But if I had to bet, I'd say he's not here next season. Yes, 10 straight road wins. Pretty cool stat. And that just shows a lot of that. It just shows how good he is and how good he's been. So you guys are saying 112 was okay. Someone said 114, but somewhere between 112 and 114. Confidence unpaved. Hoggy's not playing with a lot of confidence right now. So it is 112. Thanks, guys. Yep. Garrett, that's that famous video of Detroit picking Zadina and then Jim Benning's eyes popping out of his head. He was so happy. Columbus, rumored to be interested in Hogs. Sculpture, someone from CBJ was at the Detroit game. If somehow PA can get Olivier and a D-man in bigger trade with Hogs, they should do it. Okay. I don't know who Olivier is, but I trust you. Swindling entirely. I'm very good. Yeah. A bunch of swindlers there. I will be, Darren. No, I won't be at, it's funny. I'm not going to 6, 8, or 10, but I'm going to 12, 14, and 16. Yeah. But there's a good chance that I'll be giving away some tickets to the 8th game. Thank goodness I've been able to sell. I only have 1 pair left for the Columbus game, which is the Taylor Swift concert Friday night. And then I have a few tickets for the Tampa game on Sunday. But at least the concert's at night and the games during the day. By the way, if you're interested in Canucks tickets, email me canuckclay@gmail.com. Yes, Demko is very close. Calgary's being shopped around. Coach USA giving up on him. So Hoggy days are now numbered if Target doesn't like him. Your thoughts? I did not know that Kuzmenko was being shopped. Coach USA is giving up on him. What does that mean? Is the Calgary coach the team? No, isn't John Cooper No, John Cooper's Canadian coach. I'm so confused. Who's Coach USA? But yeah, not surprised if Kuzmenko's being shopped around. Calgary's playing well though. So would you renovate the Pacific Coliseum? I think it's good for what it's good for, like Peony dog shows and other lesser events. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth tearing down and rebuilding, to be honest with you. Oh, the Calgary coach. That makes more sense. If we trade Hoglander, we might regret it. I'm not sure. Hey, Edmund, nice to see you. I mentioned you earlier about seeing you at Survivor Series. Logan Thompson is 10-1 with 256 and 9-11. Yeah, Ryan, I really like Thompson. I think he's good. I think the Canucks will have 104 points. So that is 22 games over 500, and that'll give them second in the Pacific, Harry. That is my prediction. I don't want to be close to Demon, but Demko apparently is close. Swinland, ridiculous. That would be a good team, Victor. I'm not sure Taylor Swift will pop across. Maybe Sunday afternoon. That'd be crazy. Hoglander mid-rounder and Forbert for Luke Shen to play with Hughes. I would actually, would I do that? I know it's in the pinch. That's a good point. I'm not sure if I do that though. That's a lot for a guy who we want Forbert to play like, sort of, kind of. Undo one bidding trade. Forsling, McCann, Gaudette. Who would you pick? How would they impact the current team? Forsling, defenseman, to have a top 4 defenseman. Yeah, I would do that because he can play right in behind Hughes. He's lefty, right? Yeah, I mean lefty, correct. McCann's good. Like as a center, he's good. Gaudette, I think he's just kind of fluking out right now for sure. I do not want nor need Zadorov back. Keep Hawks for now. Pods as goals in 3 straight for Oilers. That one might hurt. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, there's always the fear of buyer's remorse for sure. Oh, Sunday afternoon, should be watching the Chiefs game, of course. All right, friends, that was a good 15-minute run. Let's do this last question from Harry, and then we will do 5 to 7 minutes of non-hockey and non-Canucks related questions. Actually, let me fix this. Let me hide this. Let me make this one. I like it when it shows between comments. Harry says, what score do you predict for the Canucks versus the Wild? I think it's be low scoring. 3-2 Canucks, with Besser scoring the first goal. Let's go with that because he's going to score in his home state. Okay, 5 or 7 minutes of non-Canucks and non-hockey questions only, and they do not have to be wrestling related, but they can be. So non-Canucks and non-hockey related questions. Which other Canadian market would be good for the NBA other than Vancouver? Well, if you just go by size, you go Montreal, maybe Edmonton or Calgary, but Montreal probably. Yes, Harry, I'm going to be on a cruise to Mexico with my family. Hey, Carol, does Canada have a good chance to win 4 Nations? Okay, they're always going to be stacked on offense, and their D is good, but their goaltending worries me for sure. Would I consider doing a Canucks After Dark style wrestling show with a co-host, maybe Doodle Hockey? I think I know enough Swerve and Irvin to do that, but I don't think I have the time and capacity to do that as well as I would want to. Good question, though. I like the BC Lions, and Seattle. I actually don't have a favorite NFL team. I don't have a particular allegiance to Seattle, to be honest with you. I used to love the Cowboys, but that was mostly for the cheerleaders when I was growing up, admittedly. Now I just like a variety of teams. If I was to base it on the strength of my fantasy teams, I guess I should go for Green Bay because I have a couple of their players. But in general, I don't have a favorite NFL team. Hey, Fillmore, I'm there from 7 until 10. 7 until 10. So anytime I'll have a time I can chat with you for a few minutes for sure, but then I'll be in between shots, of course, but I'll be there from 7 until 10 o'clock. So if you have time, great, but don't sweat it if you can't, but I'll definitely make time to chat with you for sure. Clay's culinary commentary. Pastor Jan, it would actually be a comedy show because I know nothing about food, preparing food, but heck, I'll try anything once. We are doing Norwegian, the Norwegian Joy. USA is indeed stacked. No, we're all pretty strong stomachs, and I'm not just saying that because Sean and Kayla can eat like a horse. Yes. Hockey pool is going fine. I'm winning my mom's pool. I'm gonna win my fantasy pool. I'm 40 points up, and then my church pool, I'm still in 4th, 5th. Yeah, why would I lie to you, Taylor? Yeah, NFL, each conference, they go down from 7 teams down to obviously 1 in each conference to make the Super Bowl. So 7 teams make it. The number 1 gets a bye. Sorry, 7 teams make it. And then 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5. And then that sets your semifinals for each conference, your top 4. So I guess there's that one round of you get down to 4, then you get down to 2, then you get so there's technically 4 rounds, 3 to get out of your conference. I have not heard about the PWHL expanding. Don't have a favorite MLB team because I don't enjoy watching baseball, to be honest with you. I've been bowling, it's not competitively, but in leagues since 2019, so 5 years. But I've always been a good not good. I've always enjoyed casual bowling. Hey, Murray. What's my biggest wrestling what if? Hey, hi T. Sorry, I didn't skip your question because I'm rude. I skipped it because I'm not doing any Canucks questions. It's just my way to break off the, separate the stream. Even though it's Clay's Canucks commentary, what's your biggest wrestling what if? Honestly, it's what if WWE didn't botch the whole merger with WCW, the invasion angle, quite frankly. I think I'm going to bowl great on Tuesday. Oh, the top 2 divisions in each team get a bye. Are we talking about NFL? No, they rank them 1 through 7, don't they? And just the top team in each conference gets a bye because then 2, 7, 3, 6, 5, 4, and then you have 3 winners plus number 1. That's what I thought. Which brand of washing machine have you been using? How long? My mom is considering. Oh, I should check. It's out there. Raymond, I'll tell you for the next one. But I don't know. It's whatever it was when we bought this house 20 years ago. Go-to meal enjoy having for dinner. Usually Japanese, but we don't cook Japanese. We usually go out for it. Gail's a great cook, but I love it when she makes hot pot, sukiyaki. Gail's pastas are good, but my go-to meal would be Japanese food. A favorite Italian dish, linguine vongole, red or white. What's my favorite Italian restaurant? I used to work at an Italian restaurant called La Pergola. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm not a big fancy Italian restaurant kind of guy, to be honest with you. So I couldn't give you my favorite Italian restaurant because I rarely we're fine with something like Italian tomato or something like that. But I do like linguine vongole for sure, no matter where I go. You don't have to scroll back, Tyler. Just show up at 11, and I mean that lovingly. Then you won't miss anything. I went through everything already, but I'm happy that Nakamura won. What surprised me? That Nakamura won. MLB with no salary cap, luxury tax is a joke. Glad that NHL has a salary cap. Yeah, every league's got different rules, franchise tag and this and that. Sometimes I know the NHL salary cap is a little bit confusing, but it's the least confusing of the big 4 for sure. Best movie you have recently seen at the cinema. I rarely watch movies in the cinema. I did see In the Heights. That was many years ago during the pandemic. I saw whatever Top Gun movie. I rarely see movies. I watch them on streams, but I do remember watching. Oh no, what am I talking about? I saw 3 shows in the Philippines this summer. It was Trapped. It was Twisters 2, where I almost threw up. And it was some Avengers movie. So that Avengers movie was good, but I didn't even know the name of it. So this tells you how clueless I am when it comes to movies, you guys. Yeah, Gail can cook it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Irvin, I'm going to bring you over to cook, not for me, but with me one day. Although you'd be doing all the cooking. What do you recommend restaurants in Stevenson? Ichiro is good. Japanese food. Catch is good. There are a lot of great Hog Shack's fun. A lot of good restaurants in Steveston. MLS salary cap. Oh, soccer. More confusing. I trust you, Nuckelback. I trust you. The washing machine came with the house, Raymond. So if you know what, at the very end, just for you, I will go get the brand though. Director of In the Heights did Wicked Part 1, Part 2. Nice. I didn't hear what you said about the show. Yeah, that because you got to go back and watch it, Tyler. But overall, it was good. I love the production value, and I thought the women's match could have used less weapons. That's basically what I said. Spicy dynamite, salmon roll or tuna, salmon all the way. I'm a salmon sashimi, salmon nigiri, salmon cone, salmon roll, salmon everything. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go look at what type of washing machine I have, and then we're going to wrap up the stream. Oh, I could have told you that. I didn't have to walk away. We have an LG, and we're very happy with it. We have an LG washer and dryer. All right, friends, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Gonna wrap up here. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, as legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And to everyone else, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, you can like the video, you can subscribe, and you can leave a late donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. And thank you to those of you who went above and beyond today with your generosity. Skytrain Alfred with the donation. Swervin Irvin using his 7-month monthly membership message. Canuck Clay gifts 5 memberships. Nuckelback gifts a membership. Major Tao gifts a membership. My 5th membership never got through, so I got to find out what happened to it. But we'll just keep an eye on it. But it's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'll just add it to my grievances with YouTube. Although I don't have a lot of them. They've been quite good to me. So thanks everyone. I appreciate all you being here. Tomorrow night, Canucks After Dark at 10. Then my own show at 11:15. And then as we move throughout the week, I'll be doing a ticket giveaway on Wednesday night or Thursday night. I will tell you, confirm which night it is on my show tomorrow night. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Helen, I just got your text message. Thank you. I appreciate those thoughts. Yeah, it was a learned virtue. How's that? Don't forget to rate my joke out of 10 on the way out. Even better once you hear the joke. All right, guys. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know, on my recent visit to the doctor last week, the doctor said to me when I walked in, I'd like to talk to you about your weight. So I said to Dr. Bo, well, it was about 25 minutes, but your chairs in your waiting room are quite comfy. And just before I go, as you react to that amazing joke, Brian Blingy Choi, thank you for the late membership. Let's honor that right now because we ain't done, even though I was trying to be done, but this is worth. Brian Blingy Choi donate. There's a late gift membership. Thank you, Brian. I got to meet Brian for the first time tonight on our Zoom chat. Great guy, well-dressed guy, and he gifts a membership to Bruce. So Bruce, welcome to franchise membership. Brian, thank you for your generosity. All right, friends, now I will go unless someone does a late donation. I'm not asking for it. I'm not begging for it. I'm just saying I will try and honor it, but it's got to be in like the next 10 seconds. Thanks, friends. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. God bless and go Canucks go. Booyah.